In our special series, Addicted, as the opioid crisis continues to boom, the number of mental health professionals needed to help address it has not kept up.
Now, this is especially true in rural areas. Fox 17 News' Kathleen Jacob in studio now to explain what's being done to help.
Yeah, legislators recently proposed a new act in Congress that would pay off student loans for mental health professionals who agree to work in areas where there's a shortage, for example, a lot of rural areas. We talked to a man who specifically serves a rural community about why this is so important. Adam Comer is a pastor and the CEO of S2L Recovery, but he doesn't call what he does a job.
It's not a job just because of the things that you experience every day, the things that you go through. I'll say this, it's the most rewarding and sometimes the most frustrating thing you could do. And so that's how I got started. I got started as a calling.
A calling after he himself went through an addiction.
It was a back injury and just started progressing, needing more and more and more.
Now he uses his experience to help others at S2L Recovery in Woodbury, Tennessee, a town with only about 3,000 people.
There's not a lot of counselors in rural areas that say, hey, this is what you need to go to treatment. Hey, you need to go do this. You're having to travel just an hour maybe to go see a counselor, and so it's not happening.
He says people often have to leave small towns for help and don't always want to come back, so people aren't necessarily seeing the hope in recovery.
All you see is the crime, the pain, the manipulation, the lying, and so I think the stigma is just still really strong in rural areas, so it's kind of hard to just need help. I'm not gonna ask for help because I'm gonna be shamed in my community, and everyone knows everyone.
But that could change with a new act. Addiction Campus's Erica Lathan explains the act would allow student loans to be repaid if mental health professionals agree to work in these underserved areas.
It's estimated that over 100 million people in the United States live in areas geographically that are underserved or not served by mental health services. So it's important to get more people into this profession, into the mental health profession, and then to be able to increase the access in some of the rural outlying areas.
Adam says this kind of thing could really change things.
I see a lot of people that they want to help, but they don't have the qualification that's required to be paid.
Proposing a way to get those qualifications so they can fight the epidemic everywhere. This is a bill that we'll be keeping an eye on. If you'd like to learn more about S2L Recovery, we have a link on our website, fox17.com. We also have resources there for anyone who needs help. In studio, Kathleen Jacob, Fox 17 News.